Yeah, welcome to You with Burnys right here on YouTube. My name is Burnys. You can call me Nice. You can call me Ira. You can call me Abubuya. Perhaps you have a dream. You have passion for something. You don't know how you are going to achieve it. You don't know how you are going to pursue that dream. By now you are saying, no, this dream that I have, this passion that I'm about to chase is too late for me. I can't do this. Today I have a gentleman here who, because of his passion, studied medicine for 6 good years, decided not to practice it, go back to the university to study computer science just because of passion. And so right after this break, we will meet him and we talk. Please subscribe to my channel, please like this video, and please share for me. So you're welcome, Doctor.
Thank you very much, Venice.
So this is Dr. Stephen. I would like him to tell us something about himself, your name, and we continue.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Stephen Aiba, as she mentioned earlier, and I'm from Nzema in Krofo.
Okay, so Doctor, how did you start in life? Where did you start?
Well, from a small village by name in Krofo, that is the home of the first president of Ghana,
Okay.
Kwame Nkrumah. My primary school, my JHS, I attended both of them there. Then from there to Tarkwa, the GSTS, where by the grace of God I became the head prefect. We were actually the first 4-year group, so I was SP for 2 good years. After which I left for Cuba to study medicine for 6 years. And I came back, as you had mentioned earlier, and I didn't practice. I decided to chase my passion, follow my passion. That is why I'm here in KNUS. I'm here in UMaT, sorry about that, learning computer science and engineering.
Okay. So you started at Nkrofo, you went to GSTS. How did you get the opportunity to go and study outside?
Well, thank you very much. I was already on a scholarship. You know that every 6th March, the government awards scholarship to the best student in the various districts. So fortunately, I made the best student in my district, so I got the scholarship to study at the SHS. Now, the scholarship package was that if I performed excellently, I was going to continue to the university. So by God's grace, I did well at the SHS. So the scholarship continued to the university. So I was on scholarship in Cuba, where I studied my medical course.
So where is Cuba? Like most of us, we've heard of Cuba. In which country? Where is Cuba?
Okay, so Cuba in itself is a country. It's an island. It's an island in Central America. So, and it's a Spanish-speaking country. They don't speak English there. So from Cuba to the USA is just about 30 minutes. In the air, yeah.
So how was life there? When you went there, how was life as compared to when you were in Ghana? When you got there, how was it?
Well, this is a very interesting question. You know, the first day I arrived, Ghana, we are used to our pepper and our... but exactly. Unfortunately, in Cuba, they don't eat pepper. So the first meal I was served...
They don't eat pepper?
They don't eat pepper. They don't like pepper. You know, in reality, the only thing pepper gives to you, pepper is just a type of spice. It doesn't give any nutrient to your body. So they don't take it. And trust me, now you've been eating a lot of pepper. The first time you eat without pepper, the food will taste like water to you.
Yeah.
So the first day I was served meal, to me I was drinking water. But after some time I got used to the system. So right now as I sit here, if you serve me food with or without pepper, it will taste the same way to me.
Okay. So when you got there, was life difficult or it was normal? How was it?
Well, you see, we were in a residence of only foreign students. We had South Africans, Angolans, Chadians, and then students from the USA and all that. And all of them were in the same residence. So we had to learn the language for 6 months. So it was after the 6 months before we started the pre-med what we call pre-medicine. All those who couldn't pass the language had to return to their country. So some people had to go back. Yeah.
Wow, like really. Oh, okay. How was studies? Studying with white people? Everything. How was studies? Let's compare Ghana's education system to this. How is it?
Okay, so the difference is, you see, here in Ghana, some schools are taught French, but the French taught in the various schools are taught by English-speaking teachers. Okay, but the Spanish teachers can't speak English, so you are forced to speak Spanish. Okay, so those days phones were not quite common, right? So we had big dictionaries. Every student we carried a big dictionary. Anytime you needed to communicate with the lecturer, you just pick your dictionary, you look for a word, so it was really interesting from the very beginning. But so we learned the language very fast. Their study system is quite practical. Everything is in the classroom, everything is you are forced to learn. But here in Ghana, it's all about theory. So their teaching system is practically oriented.
So at which point did you have it in mind that no, I don't think medicine is for me, I don't think being a doctor is for me, I want to shift to a different discipline? Which time, which year?
Okay, so that was actually before I left. The funny thing is, you see, here in Ghana, most parents believe that they should impose if they want their son or their ward to be a doctor, or they think I want my daughter or my son to be a doctor. They don't really consider the passion of their wards. So at the senior high school, I knew that what I wanted to be was an engineer, because mathematics was my favorite area. I didn't like biology. I'm gonna be a doctor without biology.
Biology is the easiest.
But I didn't like it. I just didn't like in code, chew and pour, right?
Oh, okay.
And biology was all about learning things by heart. So I didn't really like it. So in fact, it was even my worst grade. But when it was a scholarship outside, Ghanaians always revere the fact that you are going to study outside. So my mom, my brothers, they advised me to go. There's a condition we call hemophobia. Hemophobia is where you are afraid of blood. I had that condition. Anytime I witnessed an accident scene, I wouldn't be able to even eat. But they told me, I should I'll go through some psychological training and then everything will be fine. But it didn't get any better. So I was learning, because if it comes to reading and then applying, it was easy for me. So I was still going through the system, but practically I was uncomfortable. So I finished it all right, but I told myself that no, because that was when I was well informed. Most students don't know anything. All they know is, hey, this guy is making money, so let me also follow this path. So they don't follow their passion. So at the university in Cuba, I was well informed. I now believed in what I wanted, and I decided to come back and indeed pursue my passion. So that's how it happened.
So going to Cuba to study medicine, when you knew that this is not what I wanted to do, but because your family members were like, oh, maybe you will overcome it one day, would you say that you did something just to please people?
Yes, I would say that. And this happens to many people. Someone could please a loved one, could please a family member, not for themselves. So yes, I did that not because I wanted. And another reason that actually informed my going was the fact that I was going to learn a new language, Spanish, because I'm actually an admirer of languages. So I realized, wow, in fact, by the time I'm finished, I would be able to speak Spanish. So I was also motivated by that reason to also go. Yeah.
Okay. So let's come back to Ghana. When you came back to Ghana and you were like, no, I want to be an engineer. This is what I want to do. And you decided to start university afresh. How was it? How was the feeling like yourself? How did you feel? And what were some of the things people told you?
Well, many people were disappointed in me, of course. Most of my mates and people who didn't know me that much thought I had even failed.
Oh, okay.
That's why I returned. But people who actually knew me knew it was impossible for me to fail by God's grace. you know. But yes, a lot of disappointments were expressed by most of my mates too. They were like, hey, you are now coming back to study. And even in the university, I have some of my mates are already TAs, others are doing their masters, others are riding in their cars and all that. But I realized that this life, the beginning doesn't matter, but the end. Because even though I could even be working now because all my colleagues are working, the point is at the same time I also consider some of my colleagues have already left the surface of this earth. In other words, they've passed on. So what about that? As long as I live, that is all that matters. So even if I'm not getting to where I'm supposed to be now, as long as I have life, I have hope. So I didn't listen to them. Many people said a lot of things. I didn't listen to them. I know that I am living for myself and not for anyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, which year did you come back from Cuba, and which year did you start studying in Ghana?
Okay, so actually for Cuba, I left in 2012.
Okay.
So I came back to Ghana in 2017. Yeah, that was when I came to UMaT.
Okay.
Then I started. So right now I'm in the third year here in UMaT.
So you actually started studying computer science in 2019.
Sorry, yeah, 2019, exactly,
Okay.
2019.
So how has life been in the school? Because let's say you are in a class with, let's say, someone 19 years who just completed SHS, just came to the university. How is it?
Well, thank you very much. Well, you know, physically, people, if I don't tell you my age, you may hardly know, you know. And I also believe that age is a number. So in the classroom, I see all the students as my mate, irrespective of their ages. Because I know that all that matters. There's a proverb that all cats are grey in the dark. Some of them may be young, but in the future they may be great men. When you are great, nobody asks what your age is. So I see all of them as my mate. I relate with them like my age mates, and yeah, I don't have any problem at all with that.
There been a situation whereby someone has ever looked down on you, just like per this situation that we are talking about?
Of course, especially my mates. You know that generally this life, not everyone will like you.
Sure.
Even you, I'll tell you that these videos you make, there's someone out there every day checking the number of viewers you have, checking the number of subscribers. They wish you wouldn't grow.
Sure.
So generally, some people were happy if they cast their minds back to the fact that we're in the same class, I used to do better than they did. And now maybe they're already married, have been making it up life big time, you know. So they are quite happy that, hey, Chico, upon all his intelligence, is just back here. I'm now in my big company, he's still in school. So yes, sometimes, but the truth is, these things rather motivate me because I always believe that my story is going to be an inspiration to someone. So instead of letting the negative things weigh me down, they rather motivate me because I know that one day I'm going to tell my story to inspire someone.
Sure. So, is there something about you leaving the medical school, like not practicing medicine, coming to study computer science? Is there something that you've regretted? Like maybe there is something that happened and you felt like, no, I don't think I should have done it. Have you ever regretted?
Sincerely, I have not for once regretted my decision to come back to Ghana to study computer science and engineering. I've never regretted for once.
There are students and other people out there who continue to do things to please their parents, not thinking about themselves, not thinking about their future, what they want to do. They just want to please their parents. My parents brought me up and they said I should do this, and so that is exactly what I'm going to do for them. What will you tell that person?
All right, thank you very much. The truth is that, we are living independently on this earth. Everyone, God has specially placed some qualities in you that uniquely identify you. Every human being has to identify themselves. There are some things that you can do, others can't do. Now, if you follow this, or you jump on the bandwagon, that is, you do things because people are doing them, trust me, you will later regret.
Sure.
Okay, you will later regret, because imagine 6 good years in Cuba if I had followed my own passion, or if my parents had understood me that time. But however, I always believe that everything happens for a reason. So one way or the other, the things that are happening, they happen in fragments. It is only when you put all of them together before they will make sense. So for me, I advise all my brothers and sisters out there that they need to identify themselves, know what they are good at, and explain to their parents, because your parents may not know what you have inside of you. So you have to let them know that this is the area I'm good at. Then you develop them. They will always understand you, because your parent will always understand you.
So there are parents who are, I wouldn't say stubborn parents, but there are parents that put their children or their words in such situations. Do you get it? No matter what you do, no matter what you say, I gave birth to you. This is what you are supposed to do. This is what you are doing. What will you tell parents?
Like that's right. Okay, yes, my dear parents, well, I will advise that, if the child does not live up to your expectation, you'll be disappointed, right? Now, your responsibility as a parent is to guide the child, not to impose things on the child. So, if the child believes that it's music he can do, or it's songs he can sing, you need to help the child. Because being a prominent person, it doesn't matter the path you take, but it's the result that matters. So please, parent, you need to support your children. Remember, as a parent, wherever you have reached is what you wanted to be. That's why you are what you are now. So you have to support the child. So if you believe that the child is leading a path that is not in line with your goals, then you need to sit the child down, explain things to him, and let the child start to love the thing. Because if you don't get what you love, then you must love what you do. So that is how that piece of advice I will give to parents.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are ending the festival. I want you to tell my audience something. Tell them, like, advise them on anything.
Alright, please do not live to please anyone. You should know that your life is independent of anyone else. One day, I always tell my friends, one day you will die. When you die, you will live alone. So the question is, ask yourself, what message are you leaving on this earth once you leave? Will people be happy that you left, or they will wish you were still alive? So live to please yourself. Just make sure that you are doing the right thing. And trust me, you will never regret in life. But if you live to please only your friends, one day you will be in a tight corner and they will not be there for you. So please live for yourself.
Thank you very much, Dr. Stephen. It was nice having you here today, and I hope my viewers also enjoyed watching you today. Please subscribe to my channel, please like this video, and please share for me. Once again, my name is Bernice, and today I was here with Dr. Stephen. Thank you for watching me. See you same time next week. Bye bye.